Okay, here we are. I'll tell you what, I've had mega RC fun over the last couple of weeks. Obviously we had the British GP, but this is the aftermath that I now need to sort through. It's time to clear up the work desk because I've got a couple of bits that I need to get started on. We have got a box here from Corrali, so we're looking to getting that out and running very soon, so I can put that on there. Right, so I recently went to a club meet and I literally just took the bare minimum stuff with me, so obviously I need to sort this out. We have the RB10, which my son was running. I'll put that down there, and the Cougar that I was running. So I'm just going to take the battery out of this and tidy that away for now, because I'm not sure when I'll be running this next. Obviously I intend to race against Mark, however Mark has gone off on one with his Cougar. It's not quite the same as mine anymore, so I might have to join the party and do some upgrades, which I really don't want to do, or I can just stick with my box stock setup and see how I get on. But follow us on our Cougar journey. Again, just need to feed that through there. Lovely jubbly. Perfect. So Cougar and Storm 2 manuals, they can go over here with the Storm 2 box. So in this one, what we've got, so that's from when I took those to the RC car workshop with the Ravine. Here is the XV02. Again, that was just on display for the students to have a look at when I did the workshop in the school. Lovely car, that. In fact, I might take that out this week and get that running again, but that currently lives in that little space there next to my Tamiya truck. Okay, so this is the car that I will probably be racing next. All I need to do is pop the transponder back in there because it's currently in, now what car did I leave it in? It's in the stadium truck, so that needs to come out of the ST2 and go back in there. And that is going to be the car I run probably back over at Beds later this week. Let's have a quick look over here, what we got next. More buggy tyres. So these are the original Cougar tyres, and we have also got some new tyres for the Tamiyas, so I think they can go in there. What's in this one here? That's my bashing radio. The weather is changing. We will be out bashing very soon, but not quite yet. I've actually got here a brand new HBO Racing shell, and that is to replace this shell here off the Banzai, which, as you can see, has seen better days. So the next project actually is to get all of that sorted. So one of our rally cars. Now I actually took this racing last week as a donor car for AJ's Banzai, and I borrowed a screw, so I need to put a screw back in that. So that's why this one's out. It's on the to-do list. Up here, okay, this is another shell that needs doing. So that is a brand new Falcon shell that I will be sticking on my old school, original Tamiya Falcon, which is down here. Okay, so as you can see here, we've got a pin that's come out, which means the wheels won't turn back the other way. So I just need to take this off, push that pin back in, put that back together, and the ravine will be good to go. This is one of the first cars we actually had on the channel, and it's had many hours of fun rock crawling. So yeah, it'll be good to get that thing fixed. Where was I? So another project that I've got on the go here is the FTX crossbow. I actually sheared one of the pins on the rear drive. There's this one here. You can see if I turn the wheel, there's no pins turning this cup. So I need to get another dog bone for that, and then we can get this thing out running again. So in terms of charging, what we've got here is my old faithful charger. This is about 15 years old now, this charger. Is absolutely awesome. And then we've got the safe, the bat safe for charging. Last thing you want is lipo fire in the house, and these boxes, absolutely fantastic. And this is what is left of the Popalong stickers from the MKGP. We've been handing these out all day long to members of the public, so we'll probably have to get another order of Popalong stickers in very soon. So if you can recommend someone that wants to do some Popalong stickers for us. Solder. So I recently got this soldering iron down here, which does a great job, but the solder it came with is actually quite rubbish, and I went to the shop and I bought some more, and this lead-free solder, it just isn't as good as the stuff we used to get back in the day. So yeah, any advice on decent solder? What do people suggest? Because I definitely need to get some better solder, because that stuff is not great. There is a transponder, which I'm going to keep there. I need to sort these out actually. So these two transponders, this one is the lap monitor transponder. So the lap monitor system that me and Mark bought in the early days, and we use it for our outdoor sessions and sort of fun sessions at the school. This one here is a transponder that we use at Sundon Models for their indoor buggy track. So these are the transponders for that, which reminds me, I have got another transponder somewhere which I need to find, because the Stevenage club that we have been racing at recently runs a different timing system to most of the other clubs. I think it's the version 4, which means the MRT transponders that we normally run don't work. However, this one, which is a 3-wire, I believe should work at Stevenage. So I am going to get that out, put it there, so I remember to stick it in whatever car I take to Stevenage. Stock gearing on the TTO1 truck, so I took this out when I was getting my truck ready, because I've been running that for weeks when I should have been running the 58, and I was wondering why my truck was slow. So over here we have got the Tamiya box, and obviously here we've got our gears. So we've got the 55, and that's the gear that I run outside. We've got a 61, 61, and what's that one there? And another 55, which tells me all the 58s are currently in cars. So I've got two 55s, two 58s, and three 61s. Yeah, it needs a bit of a tidy up. Savox, got to love the old Savox servos. There's stickers just turning up all over the place. And then tool wise, obviously I used this at racing the other day and I didn't tidy up afterwards. because at the end of the day I'm always one of the last to sort of get myself sorted out, so therefore it's always a little bit of a rush to try and tidy up as well. I'll just chuck them in and sort it out when I get home. So this is as this was left after racing. Got my long scissors, but always recommend getting yourself a set of these, the rounded scissors, so that you can use them on cutting body shells. Okay, these things come in handy. These are for cutting the lumps off of your tyres when you're buggy racing. A decent set of cutters will always come in handy there. So if you haven't got rechargeable batteries and you end up having batteries like these ones, you basically, I always have loads just sort of left loose in my case. You can see that one is, it's just in the good, but for me that would, in my Spectrum radios, that would be a bleeper. And then here we have pinions. So these are my 0.6 mod ones, and so are these, and they're for all my Tamiya cars, or most of the Tamiya cars, and in fact I think the FTX bands are as well. And then over here these ones are the 48 DP, see there. So these are the ones I use on all the buggies, touring cars and things like that. MTCs, GT12s, I run these on all of those. Everyone needs one of these. The old battery checker comes in really handy on race day, especially if you've got like 4 or 5 batteries that you need to check which ones are fully charged and which ones aren't, because when you are a race, particularly if you're a father and you are running multiple cars on the day, that will come in really handy. Anyway, so other little jobs that I've got to do is I'm going to put some chassis protectors on a couple of cars. I need to fix up the banzai, need to sort out the shell for the banzai. That goes over there. We're getting there. So as you can see, it's still quite a cramped space, but at least it is now a usable area. We are going to get this FTX banzai sorted first of all. Once we've done that, we can move on to getting ready for our next race outing. Anyway, hopefully this hasn't been too boring, but when you've got as many cars as I have, sometimes time gets the better of you, and sometimes the car space turns into a little bit of a mess.